I'm Angela Adams, and I'm from Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I work with JBS International and with the Children's Bureau, and I'm a child welfare specialist working with states on their child welfare systems. Well, I actually fell into child welfare. I graduated from college, and I had a degree in social work, and I didn't have a job, and of course, we all know that everybody always needs child protective services workers, and so that was the job that was available. And after probably the first week on the job, I knew I never wanted to do anything else, and so I've been working in child welfare ever since. At some point I became very frustrated with the inadequacy of the legal system in terms of really protecting and dealing with children's rights and with families, and so I decided to go to law school. And then when I got out of law school, I began as a children's court attorney in New Mexico and really spent 25 years there in the system. I think one of the things I feel the most fortunate about is working in child welfare at this particular point in time. Really, child welfare, it's kind of a new field, modern day child welfare. When you think about really where we were 20 years ago, it's just, we've made such progress. And I know sometimes because the stakes are so high, we feel like we're not making progress fast enough, and we're not. Really we're not, because the stakes are so high, but we have come a really long way. And so the systems changes that I've seen in the last 20 or 30 years really are very exciting, because we are now focused on child and family outcomes. And, just things like attitudes that we had, when I was a child welfare worker, in the 70s, we literally talked about children that were not adoptable. We would talk about unadoptable children. And now, we know as a profession that every child is adoptable. And so just the attitude changes that we've made and the vision that we have for children and families, it's so much more, it's just, we benefit more than we did 30 years ago, and we've got a long way to go, but it is, I think, it's a good time to work in child welfare. So that's important. I was very surprised and extremely honored to receive this award. It means a lot, because I am doing something that I love, and to be honored is icing on the cake. And plus, it's just so true that the ABA Center on Children and the Law has been such a leader, and it's been such a support. The organization has been such a support for me that it means a lot. So it has, the recognition has been wonderful.